guys, Amber from the Vault here, back with another Fallout 4 settlement mod. Now this one was actually recommended to me in the comments, so I'm going to go ahead and see. I'm going to take a stab at it, guys. I'm going to be honest with you. I tend to do well building in constrained areas because I like to kind of use creative uses for other things. Although this, the large barge, wow guys, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with this mod. This area is absolutely gigantic. Let me speed up the video a little bit here. Look at this. I mean, look how large this settlement actually is. To go all the way across it, I actually run out of action points trying to run there. And let's keep in mind, I'm at level 140 and I have a ton of perks. So there's no reason I should be running out of action points. One of the weirdest things about this settlement, and one thing I didn't realize until I actually installed this, is this right here. This little bridge here is just randomly built, and it goes all the way out and back to Warwick Homestead. Interesting. And as I was coming here, of course, I realized how horrible my build is on Warwick, so I'm definitely going to have to redo that. But this actually does. It leads all the way back to Warwick, which is very interesting to me. You can see I've done a really crappy build over there. I'll probably redo a rebuild at some point. But what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to go ahead and try to build on this settlement. I can't promise it's going to look that good, but it seems like people like the settlement builds, so I'm going to go ahead and keep doing those, guys. For this one, I think what I'm going to do, I did a themed settlement at one point. I did a railroad themed settlement. I think what I want to do for this one, guys, I'm going to try to do a Brotherhood themed settlement. I've never tried to do one of those. Most of my settlements are Minutemen themed, so I'm going to go ahead and try to do a Brotherhood one. So I will see you guys in just a second. Alright guys, we are with the right away, a little bit of a security state here. Now I don't have many set as usual with these mods. When you put them together, you have to wait for the settlers to show up or assign them here, and I haven't had the chance to do that yet. I wanted to just do the build and show you guys that. So there are a few you'll see walking around. They aren't assigned to anyone yet. I'm going to go ahead and leave them for now. But we're going to go ahead and do the official tour. So we're going to start here at the reactor. So I went ahead and built one of those vault reactors just so I had plenty of power, because I didn't want to, with such a large area here on the large barge, run out of power. So we're going to start with the power. What we're going to do is run down in a line. You can see that there's kind of a line here on the outside, then there's one in the middle, and there's one on the outside. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go down the line. So we're going to start here. That's, of course, the reactor. We just saw that. Next, we're going to head to the workshop, if my video isn't going to get in the way. So we're going to go ahead and go in. What I did is I went ahead and built everything in here, guys. So we have our weapons bench over here. On this side, our armor bench, chemistry station, and our power armor. The reason I separated them off is so that if you were realistically working in a workspace, you might not want everyone looking at you. So I figured I'd go ahead and section those off. And then throughout, I built just these little areas for people to hang out and sit down. What I wanted to do is make this a settlement based for people to actually enjoy, kind of have a real town feel. Kind of a large area to build on. So I'm going to head for a town feel. So we're going to go into here. This is actually bunk 3. The reason why bunk 1 and 2 are behind us, we'll see those later. And we're going to go ahead and check out each room. Now they're pretty simple. I didn't put too much in each one. In each bunk, each room is identical with the exception of the art as well as the knickknacks on the dressers. So go ahead and get into the last room here. And of course these are the coolest rooms because they have a nice view. So we're going to go ahead and leave bunk 3 here. And we'll be coming around. This is the shed. This is actually where your workbench is. I decided to just leave it here, build around it. We're going to go into bunk 4. There's going to be a lot of bunks in this one. So again, we have slightly different art, different things on the dressers each time. But they're going to be mostly the same, with the exception of those different things that are going to be on the dressers and that different art. We're not going to see a whole lot of differences in each of the rooms. But each bunk itself is just a little bit different. So next we're going to have the barber shop. We're going to go ahead and go into the barber or the salon. First, there's a small waiting area here. We have a few magazines. And then, of course, just some general bathing items. And the barbershop itself. And I went ahead and put 2 pictures in here. that were sort of, you know, portrait. You could definitely see the hair. So I went for that. Oh, watch out, Mac. All right, now we're going to go into bunk 5. This is a much simpler bunk. I was starting to get near the limit for building on this settlement. I have the no limit installed, the mod, but unfortunately the PS4 doesn't handle it quite well, so I went ahead and stopped there. You can see I have the trader here. Then we're going to go ahead and go down the next line. So we have the 24/7 gym here. Very simple construction in here. Just a nice plain building. Vault-Tec workout posters. Just a place for everyone to kind of hang out. So what we'll do next, we're going to go ahead and avoid that third line. We're going to go into this next line here, right down the middle. And we'll start here at the trader. So of course the trader just has a whole variety, a collection of things for sale. And all of this is placed by OCD Decorator, so it will not fall over. That is always my biggest concern. Also, I threw some magazines out here. I realized after I placed them they were all facing the wrong way, but that's okay. That's alright. We have our entertainment table. And then just kind of some components areas. So I tried to put a little bit of everything in here that you could buy from the trader. You can even see there's some bullets there. Just tried to make it a real representation of what the trader sells. Got some paint here. Let's just do a real quick 360 view. Now each of the selling areas does use the counter with the shop rugs. Now I've talked about those in previous settlement builds. The shop rugs just make it easier to make your settlement kind of look how you want. I use the tier 3 shop rug. You can see it right there. I go ahead and put those in because I don't want to be held back by the constraints of actually having that giant counter. I want to be able to build my own counter, and I want to be able to customize them. So here we have the clinic. Oh, I didn't show you the outside shot. Let me do that real quick. So this is the clinic. We're going to go ahead and come in here. As soon as we walk into the clinic, the first thing you're going to see is we have, of course, shelves of chems, different things to assist, and again, another shop rug. Now here we do have the patient rooms. These can be used as bedrooms. These are not dummy beds. These are actual beds. The reason I add these in is it looks good aesthetically, but I can actually assign both the clinic operator, like the storefront, and the surgeon here. You can see the surgeon's table is right over there. I can assign them to those bedrooms, and then I always have one extra. That way I don't run out of space in the settlement, because I do have a lot of settlers planned for this settlement. So next thing we're going to come into is the scavenging area. Let me go ahead and back up, show you that one, and let me also get kind of a side view. You can see it's got kind of an interesting roof on there. I was kind of playing around with it. So this is where we're going to have the scavenging benches. Each ones are going to be set to a different number, so I can assign people to numbers. And then the other side of the scavenging is about the same. And then we're going to go into the next bunk. Now this one's going to be 2. Remember we started out on bunk 3. This is why. Bunk 1 and 2 are actually in the center here. So you can see just a plain room again. And I am still using those doorways, those powered doorways. So again, if we turn this off, just as in my videos, that will open the door here. The reason I use those, I like the look of doorways inside of my actual rooms. It kind of drives me crazy when you can't use doorways in a building, and unfortunately that's just something you can't do in this. The little kind of hangout area.
I just wanted to introduce
this girl does actually work as a cooking area. I know she wants to introduce.
I hear. What do I hear?
What do you hear? I'm not sure. You sound a little nuts. Maybe I don't want you in a settlement. Alright, so bunk 1, very similar again.
Foolish. I need not jump at shadows. Adam protects.
Oh no. Wait, what? How did I get somebody from Adam here? So again, each room is different. And each one, I don't think I've pointed this out yet. Each one does also have a ceiling fan. Just because I thought that would be kind of fun. So the next one we're going to go to is we're going to go in barn here.
Things?
Huh. It sounds like a, I got a bad guy here, guys. Alright, so here is going to be the Brahmin shed. So I do have a few Brahmin in here. Of course, we have their feed tub. Just a couple different things to add here. A little bit of decoration, but this is where we're going to go ahead and keep them. A second trough for my Brahmin. That's where they are. They're inside the barn. So now we're going to go to the first greenhouse. I actually have two on this one. You'll see why. My first one here, it's mostly a concrete one. Have some different stuff here. Apparently that guy's growing a mute fruit tree out of his back. Oh no, that storm. I don't need that. I'm good without a storm. Alright, so the next thing you're going to come to is the bar. As you can see here, the bar, just a nice little outdoor area to sit down. We're going to actually go inside now. Oops. There we go. The door wasn't clicking. Sorry about that. And as you go inside, you can see it's dimly lit on purpose. I am using the lights that are actually controllable. I could change the colors if I wanted. I decided not to. I'm going to go ahead and leave them white. I'm just going to leave them nice and dim. We have our still in here. The reason I do the still in here is because I want to, that's actually one of the Raider resources if you're not familiar with that out of Nuka World. The reason I like to use that, oh, I can hear someone swimming. The reason I like to use it is because it provides booze for your settlement, which you use for lots of different things. Alright, next is going to be a look at the bar real quick. I have just a couple things on the bar. I've also decorated the bar a bit.
Yeah?
Maybe it'd be better if we moved out of the radiation.
I'm going to go ahead and stop the review, guys. We're going to go the rest. Why not? You guys know what the game's like. I don't like installing mods for the storms. I actually find them kind of fun. Right, so each of the different tables. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Next place we're going to go to is going to be the clothing shop. I went for the fancy shop with that E there. So you can see, nice, full of mannequins. I did a lot of OCD decorating again on placing different clothing out. The lights are also trained on the ceiling. I'll show you in just a second. The lights are trained so that they hit each of the mannequins, which I like to do. I like to have kind of like lights mannequins. And you can see those up here. And again, this is going to be that shop rug with my account. So go ahead and leave here. We're going to hit kind of a side area, just a table here. Also, there's going to be a porta diner, and then there is both Nuka-Cola and a Vim machine. Now, these do have NPC animations, so anybody uses them, you'll actually be able to see it. It's kind of cool. We're going to head to the armor sales. There's two different sides to the armor that you can enter. Each side has a window that features armor you can purchase. That's a more normal storefront you'd see kind of in our world. You have different types of armor, different mannequins, just a little bit OCD decorated out, and a tier 3 shop. Walking out of here, we go to the weapons shop. Do something a little different with the architecture built in that round column. Well, it's actually a wall, but I'm kind of using it as a column. Kind of cool. So, of course, we have a collection of weapons on the walls, armor, all kinds of stuff. I usually use shelves. I've been experimenting with different ways to display things just to make it a little bit easier. And of course, lots of ammo and a tier 3 rug. Now, when you leave this one, I did something a little fun. I just stuck thanks on the inside. I just thought it was kind of cute. And I did add some of those top track lights just to kind of give it a little bit of a better look. So this is greenhouse number 2, and you'll see why I have 2 greenhouses. Now I built this one with a corner door, so you can go in. The nice greenhouse roof. And in here I have 2 hunting areas. So there is a mod that's called Hunting and Fishing. I'm not sure if that's the exact name. I'll put the link to it in the description if I can find it. It is pretty helpful. It actually allows your settlers to go hunting, and they'll bring back food for you. And then I also have extra food in here. This is a large settlement, so I wanted to go ahead and try to fit as much as I could. And then, so if that's hunting, here is the fishing. Anyone who sits in here will produce fish. And I'm not going to assign anyone to it today. And then just for fun, I do throw the raider resources in the back here. We have the tribute chest as well as the chems. The reason why the pick-me-up station and the raider trunk, excuse me, the tribute trunk actually give things to your settlement. Go ahead and throw them in the back. I tend to hide them in settlements. Sometimes I don't even put out when I do settlement videos. They don't really fit with the raider themed settlements. Oh, McCready just disappeared. I don't really make raider themed settlements, but it's kind of fun to just throw something in there that's different. So that's it, guys. That is the tour of the large barge settlement. I didn't do any of the fast building sections in here. The reason why, believe it or not, this is a difficult one to build on, and it took me a few days. And actually, you know, there's one thing I want to show you. You can see these right here, these power lines. There is one thing I should show you before I leave here. Our water source. So I did go ahead and build the Vault-Tec water pump into the water here and connect it so that my settlement does have 100 water. So that's the whole settlement suggested to me in a comment on YouTube. So if you guys have mods you'd like to see me review or you'd like to see settlements built, please go ahead and leave a comment. I always listen to what you guys have to say. I try to get back to you as fast as I can. Sometimes it takes me a little while, but I try to get back to you guys because I really do appreciate you guys being here. You know, it makes it so much more fun when I have other people engaging. So I really do appreciate everybody who engages and leaves comments. Also, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. It really does mean the world to me. You'll see that picture of my big dumb head. Go ahead and click that to subscribe. Thank you so much, guys. It'll let you know when I have new videos up. Remember, every Friday is Fallout Friday, so come back on Fridays for more Fallout videos. And again, I really appreciate you guys being here. I know I don't say it enough. I feel like I could say it 5,000 times in every video, and it's still not enough. So thanks, guys. I will see you in the next one.